Hi there, I'm going to do this because unfortunately last week I got interrupted by a phone call. Let's just hold on, pause. But I do want to talk about, exactly what not to do in front of teachers. And also, I do want to talk about exactly, um, what to do, especially in front. So, and also for teachers, if you want to watch this and this to help you out, that's fine. Just make sure you have your paper and pen before you walk. That way you aren't thinking, and where you don't worry about pausing and having to interrupt yourself or excuse yourself. Um, and yes, teachers by your parents should not stop you as a student. For instance, a teacher, assistant teacher, or teacher assistant, substitute, assistant, paraprofessional. Their body parents should not stop you or distract you from what your assignment is or what you're learning in the classroom. Um, I'm not kidding. I personally have never been put in that kind of situation. As far as I'm aware, I haven't. But just please be mindful of what you're doing in front of others, especially in the classroom. And maybe also, for example, if a teacher is overweight and then coming by large tests, please do not stare, glare, or anything like that, because also that's rude, especially if you do that in a classroom. Um, it's also seem polite. It's also hello, please use your manners in the classroom, especially in the classroom. And also just please, be mindful of what you're doing. Um, Regardless of how many adults are in the room, mind your manners. Be respectful of the adults that are in the room in the first place. Especially in the first place. Um, being part of yes, I admit, when I was a grade school student, I was more conscious of how many adults were in the room, in the classroom, particularly in the classroom, when I entered, while I was in the classroom, so I would be aware of what I was doing. So kind of that kind of tip. Um, and do not ask a substitute or ask the adults that are in the room. Don't go up to any adult in no, ask, if teachers carrying around the weight in their stomach, do not ask them if they're pregnant. First of all, it's none of your business. As a student, if that teacher, substitute, paraprofessional, teacher's aide, or assistant is pregnant, it's none of your business. Business whether you're curious or not. If a student is, if that teacher is pregnant, if that teacher is simply staring with you that she is pregnant, that's that teacher's prerogative. That educator's prerogative to tell you. And trust me, that was for me. Yes, I had a couple of teachers that were pregnant. When I was a high school student, that was from 2005 through 2008, and I didn't get it. I didn't mind. I didn't let that distract me from getting my education. I also didn't let it distract me from getting my education or doing what I had to do, especially in the classroom or in that setting of any kind. Um, and then there, it's one thing or the other to say it. It's the other thing to let that be a problem. Also, teachers, when it comes to displaying in the classroom, if you're the kind of teacher that wants to enforce discipline, make sure you do run by the parent first or parents that are there. Whether it's the parents, that student living with relatives, let's make sure that that person is aware of that. Hey, what can I do to the classroom in terms of displaying, this person who is a relative of yours or your son or daughter. For me, yes, I had teachers in high school who did not do a very good job of discipline, especially in high school, and they do not very good job in disciplining in the classroom. And well, a lot of things that were very bad um, happened. So, for instance, name calling, homophobic slurs. Um, I'm not kidding. And first of all, 100%, there are discontinuing detention slips, off referrals to use. If those problems happen in your classroom, please make sure you use detention slips and off referrals when needed and do them appropriately. Do not use them if another student is coming and tell you what's going on. Do not discipline that student. Let that student tell you what's going on. If that student's having a problem with another student, and that student is doing, like I said, using comfort slurring, bullying, teasing, harassment, harassing, or anything like that, please make sure you do 100%. Say, hey, thank you for telling me. I'll get an referral of a person and write that person up for exactly what you're saying word for word. Let me write down first so I don't forget. Yeah, that way I can write down word for word exactly what you're saying happened. Thank you. Exactly what causes. That student did. Thank you for telling me. And that's exactly, as a teacher, that's exactly what you need to say. Say when handling everything. Exactly what you need to do if a student's coming to you and telling you what's going on between them and another person and another student. This is exactly what you should be doing. That's just my advice and my opinion. To make clear, because that way you're having communication with that person, and that person isn't going to have to feel about being disciplined just for being a tattletale and having communication with you as a teacher or as an educator. I do want to thank you all for. I do want to say this also. Please also, as an educator, if if you're if you 100% are concerned about, okay, well, what can I do as an educator to say to keep the time short? What you do is you develop a classroom routine or a syllabus of some kind, and just 1%, and also be as helpful as you can to that student. But it's only a while. For me, I don't see it as a problem if I see a teacher socializing with a student. If that student's in that teacher's class, that's 100% okay. Socializing with students is perfectly okay, regardless if they're, let's say, if they're a middle school student or a high school student. Even middle school students, go right ahead. If that student is in your class and you're the teacher, that person's teacher is one to socialize with them on school grounds. There, on school grounds, because for me, that's for me. Clear with that. That's perfectly okay. I find that acceptable because for me, it says, wow, it says exactly, you have appropriately socially interacting, which is what ASI stands for. ASI does stand for appropriate social interaction, which allows teachers to socialize with their students on school grounds, on school grounds, on school grounds, on school grounds, and unclear what ASI stands for. Now, ISI, in American, what ISI is, because that's another acronym that is always easily confused with ASI. Now ISI stands for inappropriate sexual interaction, which is the opposite of ASI. Because ISI stands for inappropriate sexual interaction, which means it happens if a student and teacher are interacting and they're doing it off campus at school, they're not doing school hours, but they're doing it, and what they're talking about is sexual, or if that teacher, is, hugging that student inappropriately, which also, clear ISI does fall in the category of sexual harassment, and clear ISI also qualifies as a category under, it's categorized under as well. Just 100%, just 100%. And, and yes, if a teacher is allowed to hug that student, but if that teacher is hugging that student in their hands, the teacher's hands are below that person's waist, that's an ISI. That means that teacher is hugging that student inappropriately, and that's another way of ISI being displayed and seen. Very clear. So if you're a teacher, keep your hands above that student's waist when hugging them. But if you do hug that student, make sure you do hug or high five that student with that student's consent and permission first. That's my second tip for teachers. That way, you have that student's permission to high five them or hug them. So we're clear of that. And that also is a great way to also for ASI with appropriate social interaction as well. That's another form of ASI with appropriate social interaction. Is that so it can be appropriate. It's on school grounds, and the fact that you as a teacher are keeping your hands above the waist. Your hands above the waist. Hands above the waist. Above the waist, and also keeping your hands away from. And also that you are asking as an engineer for permission from that student to hug them or high five them. To make clear, that you as a teacher are asking for permission first for high fiving or hugging them. Clear that one. Clear that. So anyway, thank you for asking. I just wanted to redo this, so thank you for letting me. Thank you. But clear. So thank you.